Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project365, episode 196. Today what we're doing is getting back onto the freestanding handstand push-up train. We started on Monday, got sidetracked yesterday with our little new boxes, new friends, went out to CrossFit Depot. But today we're back on it. We're gonna follow through our little progressions, re-jog your train of thought, and so just follow along, we'll kind of figure out where we're at. We started out with what is a freestanding handstand push-up. We said it's really two positions. We said it's a headstand, and we said it's a handstand. So to do that, we need to define these two positions. And the first one we wanted to do is we wanted to define what makes a good headstand, in this case for freestanding handstand push-ups, right? And we said what we want to do is we want to form a base, like a tripod with our head, forming a triangle, right? So I got hand, hand, head, not hand, head, hand. That's going to allow us, to close our base of support. It's not going to be good for this movement. We also said that we want to mimic the position at which we're going to be as we're kipping. So that's going to look with our knees, kind of a squatted position, hands over our head, almost like the bottom position of overhead squat, in an upside down or question mark position, right? So to replicate that, I'm going to show you guys here. Got my head protection, that's fine. Hand, hand, head. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring myself up, and I'm going to replicate that question mark position that I'd be in with my headstand. Then we said, what is it that's the hardest position to be in when we're talking about the handstand, free-handed handstand push-up? We said it's the balance portion of the handstand that really screws everything up when we're trying to come back down to the receiving position. So we went over here and we set up our head support over here, and we said, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have the wall for support. We're going to come down, we're going to practice the receiving position of our handstand, right? We're going to go from a handstand position, we're going to practice our receiving position of our headstand. We're going to go from a handstand position back down, we're going to catch ourselves into a headstand, right? So we came over here, got ourselves against the wall, supported wall, came up in a regular handstand push-up, and then we concentrated on controlling our decelerating, or controlling our descent, and catching ourselves back in that question mark position, all right? Then, what we need to do is progress to the next period. What happens when we take away that support is generally people freak out just a little bit, and they go ahead, they press themselves up into a handstand position, and their feet get all squirrely, all right? So they get themselves in a good position. Number one is we need to be in a good headstand position, right? You get themselves in a good headstand position, but when they get up there, their feet go all over the place. They lose their balance. They lose their symmetry in the air, and they damn well can't get back down into a coordinated fashion to get back into that upside down question mark position, right? So what we're going to concentrate on today is we're going to concentrate on everything being tight. Torso is going to be tight. Hips are going to be tight. Knees are going to be pushed together. Heels are going to be pushed together. We're going to press our heels towards the sky. And we're going to pretend that I'm upside down right now. Hands are going to be like this, right? As I'm going to press my heels towards the sky and extend my arms, and I'm going to make myself into a pencil. Tight, tight, heels together, pressing through my hands. Active hands. What I mean by that is I have active hands gripping in to the ground. This is what I want to look, this is the improvement that I want to see. Hopefully I give you guys a good one. I am not an expert yet either, but it's something that we see, right? So, I'm going to quiet everything down, all right? The only moving part is I have hip extension, I have active hands, and my heels, knees pressed together, right? Less moving parts, I have an increased ability to balance. What I want to try to do now is gain balance at the top. So right there, that one was really quick. I'm going to try to do a couple in succession. I'm going to try to gain a couple more seconds. So basically, I'm pressing up at that handstand, and I'm going to hold. And I just let myself back down. A little bit more control. Now I'll try to count to 2 if I can. And you can see, the longer that I can control that in the air, the more likely I can descend down with coordination, refine my question mark position. Everything is together, everything is tight. Tomorrow we're going to wrap this up, but until then, right now, we are optimizing function. to optimize performance. See you guys.